Good morning, my loves. Guess what color of the day it is? Yeah, it's yellow. My favorite. Good morning and welcome to a day in the life of a normal person. Which is me, Tina. A totally normal person, I swear. Trust me. All right, everybody, good morning. We are doing things a little different today. I don't know how it's going to go, to be honest with you. I feel my energy is very conflicted, just very off. Last night and this morning, I did get to go back to my human job yesterday, so that was exciting. But that's, for me, that was just because of an injury. But let me start off as well by saying that it is June 2020 when I'm recording this, but welcome whenever you're here. These messages are timeless, absolutely timeless. So, oh shoot, what just, totally normal. It's totally okay. Oh, you gotta be able to go with the flow around here, alright? I hope, yeah, it's just key to surviving. The worst part is, when this happens, is that, like, I actually spend a lot of time beforehand setting up and making sure that it's all straight and even and secure. And then we fall all the time, don't we? Oh, anyway. Okay. So, my loves, I have a lot of information about astrology today, just because there's so much going on. Okay. Let's start off with the fact that we have this Pluto retrograde of transformation and growth that began back in April and is taking us through October. However, we have an energy of transformation from, alright, there's so much notes, you guys. I'm most likely going to be splitting this all up into separate messages because I want to we'll do this morning's message. I'll try to keep it as focused as possible. But there's so many things, like the fact that I recently did a Taurus message. And I'm so glad that I was led to do that, because actually this moon today is in Taurus. And it's all about family and home. And let's see, the energy from yesterday, it was like the moon moved into Taurus and helps us to preserve and increase money and material possessions, security, compatibility, enjoyment in all areas is very paramount. Yes, enjoying things is like reaching an all-time level high of importance. Holding on to family are essential to us during this time period. Also, good morning to Mercury retrograde. Yes, folks, it's official as of today. As of today, when I am recording this, it is 6/17/2020. So, again, although these messages are timeless, and I firmly believe that spirit, guides, source, angels, passed down loved ones, God led you here to receive this information for a specific reason. And we're going to talk a little bit about the color yellow, and it is Wednesday. But I don't think I have any real fun facts for the fact that it's Wednesday today. I didn't look anything up per se, except for the fact that Wednesday is it's really ironic, you guys. Hold on. It's so hard to know where to jump into this wheel of information right now. It's vast and fast moving, and there's a lot of stuff swirling around in it. Okay. So it is Wednesday when I am recording this. the day to honor your solar plexus, of which, ironically enough and conveniently enough, is the day of yellow. Now, I did learn that there are, in different religions, there are different colors and ways to coordinate. I'm just basing my color coordination and information that I am led to give to you. Okay? That's how I work it. Like I go on various websites or whatever, and I listen to different people, and I take notes of what I feel led to tell you. So here's the other thing. We'll get into the Mercury retrograde stuff. Trust me. I think that's actually going to be a whole nother separate video as well. Because, so, yesterday I was led to do some Taurus information, learn more about Taurus, which I love because now I can understand more about what this moon in Taurus that we're experiencing right now is going to be, especially during this Mercury retrograde, because Mercury is also a planet of water and it is highly connected to the moon. Also, oh my gosh, that has to do with so much. So much. Okay, so I want to learn more about Taurus aspects, and they are reliable, patient, practical, devoted, responsible, stable, well-grounded, conservative. All right? So, this is going to be very helpful. They love being surrounded by they're very homebodies, but they love the earth and just all of the beauty and love in it. But also we have, Gemini. I am going to do a reading about Gemini as well. A message about reading. I shouldn't say reading. See, that's exactly why. It's all reading. It's all message to me. Because we're reading. Hello? like I will be in this message reading from my tarot cards. But also, announcement, you guys. Oh my gosh, for criminy sake. This is so funny. That's so hilarious. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you guys love me. Alright, look. Oh, what's going on? Oh my gosh, it's because the cord is on my knee, and so every time I move. Oh, I love it. Okay, carrying on. Look, I did get a new deck of cards, you guys, and I'm super duper honored and excited. And so that is going to be yet another video that will be done. Yes, and I am going to do Gemini. I'm going to pull some cards for you. I am going to do, I feel like, I don't know, we'll see how today's message goes. But I have a lot of information to talk about Mercury because of this Mercury retrograde, conveniently enough. So I actually did all of this. I wanted to study Mercury and its attributes actually before I finally, last night, before I went to bed, the very last thing I looked up was what is going to be happening astrologically today, specifically when I am recording this now, which is June 17th, 2020. Let's get into that real quick. 6/17/2020. I love numbers, by the way. So I do a little bit of that. I try to remember to do that every day. Which to me leads me to angel number messages. That's just my personal interpretation of my numbers when I see, like I look at the clock every day at the exact same time in the AM and the PM. And so, and also throughout the day when I feel led to look, just whatever, numbers, frequencies come up. Angel numbers are my biggest, go-to for what is the sign in that. as well as then the deeper meaning of the individual number itself. So, 61722, 6174 feels much more comfortable than 684. And then the number 9. Alrighty then. Wednesday also is, oh yes, you guys, get this. Maybe we will just end up talking about Mercury today, just because of the fact that Wednesday is the day of Mercury. That's one of, like, so each day I like to give a fun fact about the day, like Tuesday and Tuesday, like Sunday. Anyway, Saturday. Well, Wednesday is the day of Mercury. Conveniently enough, welcome to Mercury retrograde on a Wednesday. Wow! Potent energy today, my loves, of which I actually experienced this morning just the most beautiful revelation that, and I just hope this helps you. This is why I want to share it with you, is that if you are experiencing tremendous doubt or fear because of lack or need or want, and I just need you to but even though, despite the fact, wait, I know I'm above this by now. Why am I thinking and experiencing this? I mean, don't get me wrong, on top of the fact that you're experiencing 5 different retrogrades at the exact same time, on top of this eclipse energy that you're experiencing, my gosh, the world is a collective, and so many people around the world individually are experiencing this. Even if you have not identified yourself or labeled yourself as an empath quite yet, you are a living, breathing human being, a living creature. Every single living creature. These plants, I'm so sorry, I love you and I appreciate you and I thank you for giving me your life to experience your beauty. But because I picked them, but they were alive and they reacted to the energies of this universe as well. Everything does. Every living creature. So just, if there are energies within yourself, despite the fact that you know things are okay, you know deep down, like, you're doing well and it's going to be okay and things always work out, but you can't shake it. Identify the fact that it could possibly not be your own feelings, okay? All right? You're picking up other people's pains. They are intense and they are strong right now. Lots of potent stuff in the air. So take a deep breath, let it go. Quite possibly you don't have to worry about anything. And you are right. You are on track. It is okay. All right. So we will talk a little bit, about Mercury. Lots of disillusionment until July 12th. Let me see what else we have. So we have the Saturn retrograde, which is completion of the old and balancing karma until September. We have Venus retrograde, which was bringing back all those old relationships, or possibly just all of the ways that you, not just your exes and lovers and stuff like that, but like any kind of relationship thing. All of these retrogrades, and then Jupiter's, hold on, that's kind of a separate one, but they're bringing you back to reassess, retrograde, to go reestablish, to reconnect, to maybe redo some things you need to do so that you no longer make those mistakes in the future again. So don't be afraid of retrogrades so much as like thankful and welcoming them, because you are frickin' ready to not have any more of whatever once was. And you are ready to move forward in a whole new light and better perspective. That's what this massive energy is doing. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Because also, now talking about that, the Venus retrograde, I will tell you though, this is awesome. It does wrap up next week, June 25th. But it's awesome because, like, as we exit that stuff of the relationships, we are having Neptune come into retrograde on the 23rd, which that's through November 29th. So this stuff is, yes, people, this is carrying us through the end of the year. Just sit down. Just, it's okay. Lots of transformation through the end of the year. I mean, it will rev up, I believe, before Christmas, but there is some energy that is carrying us right through Christmas. But also, for the majority of this stuff, to be honest with you, it's going to be lasting 2 years. So, but it's not all going to be like these next 6 months. All right. That's okay. That's the key thing to remember here. Okay. Jupiter retrograde, sprinkling blessings and protecting you. So basically, what harm does come from any karma that still needs to be worked out, anything that does still need to be resolved. You have Jupiter through September 12th, giving you like this warm blanket of protection, if it can't shower you with the blessings that it wants to shower you with for already achieving all that you have. So now, also, as of today, Mercury retrograde only lasts through July 12th. So it is going to be a pretty quick retrograde, to be honest with you. You have this like 1 month window of opportunity to, honestly, I love the fact that this information is coming to you on this yellow day, on this solar plexus day, because even I touched base a little bit with Raka Goldsmith this morning. I listened to a little bit of her, and it was so interesting and so heartwarming to find that she actually was on the same page as I am with all of this Mercury retrograde business, and the sensitivity of it. Anyway, just all of it with Saturn. Let me back up. Yes. Okay, so we're going to talk about Mercury. Saturn. Saturn is another very important one, but also Neptune. All right, but then Chiron. We'll get to that. And then I do also very much, this is the kicker right here, Cancer. All right. No. I apologize if that was, I feel like there's the actual cancer in your, like the disease in your life. That actually sounded a little messed up and rude. So I'm sorry. Like I didn't mean like a pun or anything right there. Oh, sorry, I'm adjusting my bum just a moment. Healing. Almost there, guys. Almost there. But I'm really happy because I did heal in half the time that I was expected to heal. So that is amazing. I'm really happy about that. So, also, part of our reading, did I mention it when I showed you the cards? I don't think so. If we have time, you guys, I'm really hoping, but if we have time, we're going to be reading Rob Bell's Love Wins. Again, it's all a reading. It's all a message. So, talking about Cancer, because holy Cancerian energy going to be among us. It's bleeding through everything. I don't know how this is happening. I have to look further into like why. Like I want to take a step back at the entire astrology chart and planets and positions and everything. I wish I had sources perspective quite literally right now. It'd be very helpful because I just need to see the why of why this Cancerian energy. Okay, so I'm wondering if the Neptune is as well. All right. So Gemini season is going to be ending on the 21st with our new moon, the solar eclipse. And remember, guys, it's the Ring of Fire solar eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse, but it's called a solar. It's a ring of fire around the moon, around the new moon. It's just going to be intense. Now that happens at 2. Forgive my previous times. I feel horrible. But at 2, but wherever you are, look this up. I'm where I am in the United States, 2:41 a.m. And the energy from this solar eclipse of this new moon entering Cancer is going to last for 6 months. It's a potent one, guys. Eclipses to energy typically are very fast in and out. However, because of the strength of everything, so now we have all of those retrogrades going on, right? 5 different retrogrades going on. Then, and the moon enters Cancer on the 21st. Oh yeah, and don't forget the day before that, June 20th, 2026, 222. Holy shit. Holy shit, you guys. Saturday, June 20th, is going to be an extremely, holy shit. It's the summer solstice as well. The day before a lunar eclipse, like that morning. So at 2:41 a.m., I mean, that's where I am in the United States, but like, wow. Holy shit. Be ready for Saturday. That's all I can say. And be ready for the next 6 months. You know, it's interesting too. If you look at my calendar, June 20th is smack dab in the middle of June, which is smack dab in the middle of the year, which gives you 6 months. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I hope I don't get kicked off YouTube for as much as I swear. I'm sorry. Anyway, I swear like a sailor. I mean, I'm not sorry, but that's my habit of my human self apologizing. But, like, language is just language to me. Labels are just labels to me. They just are so free-flowing and mutable, I can't even anymore. So there's just no reason to be offended. If you are an offended type of a person, you cannot listen to my channel. I'm sorry. I love you dearly, and I appreciate your attempt. Oh, anyway. All right. So Cancerian energy, as well as the fact that your birthday, that's why I was saying it. I knew it too, to stand back and take a look at the astrological, like as a whole, as a circle. And you look at kind of like last night I was looking up the house placements. You always say like, oh, where do I have Cancer in my 12th house or whatever. What does that even mean? So I was studying that pretty late last night too. That was really, went through and did all that. A couple pages of that. Oh, you guys, look, I haven't even touched our regular notebook of notes yet. And we're already 23 minutes in. I feel like we should, okay. Because I want to honor our solar plexus with some affirmations. Let's just remember we are all connected. I'm going to do a Cancer reading, and then we'll get to that information later. Please look forward to that. I will do a Mercury one as well, because this is all just too important. All right. The sign of the day also is Gemini. So, ironically enough, yes, I will be doing Gemini's pull and reading today as well. Again, for this energy that we, I don't know, there's a big Gemini energy, and apparently it's today. It's Wednesday anyway. So, I wanted to also, there was something about Mercury's, something being in sextile. And so I wanted to touch base with that. If you do happen to look up, like me, like what Google, like what is happening astrologically today. So when something is in sextile, it means that it brings ease to the aspect of your chart that it lies in. So like wherever Mercury lies in your chart in that house, that's what led me to looking that up. Yes. It can bring helpful people into your life during a sextile like movement of a planet. Okay, the solar plexus, yellow. Oh, the color of yellow. Personal power, fulfillment, self-confidence, wisdom, and intellect. Aids memory and logic and concentration, willpower, and communication. Represents happiness, clarity, sunlight, hope. Excuse me. Okay. Where was I? Hope. Where's my word? Positivity, honor, loyalty, and joy. Love it. This is why it's my favorite color. It literally increases mental activity and muscle energy. It activates memory and stimulates your nervous system. So, yellow stones are very good. Crystal stones, yellow, just of course, yellow anything. Also, to honor your solar plexus, eat tummy comforting foods, like and yellow foods. So like bananas are perfect, like an absolutely beautiful food to balance your body 100%. Like superfood is an understatement for the banana today. Very highly recommend it. Let's see. Perceived, oh, yeah, this was funny to learn. That yellow is perceived as a childish by men. And babies actually cry more in a yellow room. Thanks, Mom. My room was yellow. Very yellow. I had these butterflies, but I feel like the butterflies were orange. But it was a very yellow, little bit of orange room. Anyway, yellow room. Too much. Okay, look at. I want you to see. It's very difficult to read. Oh yes. All right. When you have too much yellow around you, you actually lose focus, and it's hard to complete tasks. You feel isolated, insecure, fear, low self-esteem. When you lack yellow in your life, you tend to be rigid and cold, cunning, possessive, and defensive. Ironically enough, the whole Mercury, Saturn, Cancer, all these things that I'm learning about right now, I want you to know every single thing that I looked up for this exact day today actually has reference to all of the planets that are like in activity and right. It was intense. Lots of information today. All right. In Japan, yellow means courage, but in some places it means peace. Yellow stones, clarity for decision making, boosts concentration, increases your energy, and relief from the burnout, the panic, or the nervousness, or the exhaustion. Very important, okay? Keep your yellow stones on hand. So, during this retrograde season, relax your expectations. Take your time, get a little distance, because a change in perspective will be helpful. That's what these retrogrades are all about, okay? A change in perspective to reassess, right? Retrograde misadventures can be worth it. You know, learning about what a retrograde is, it takes the planet off of its naturally beaten path, right? So there are disruptions. I get that. But it's just off the beaten path. Who doesn't like to take a little adventure off the path every now and then, okay? Sometimes it's a really beautiful adventure, and it can be transformative. So it's just when you need to deviate from the norm, which I know as a individual, things are happening in your life that, yeah, it's deviating you from the normal, and it's not comfortable. But look at the world as a whole as well. So again, though, back to that, even if things aren't really that challenging or things aren't that bad for you right now at all, but you have this gut feeling like, stop, I want to enjoy this right now. I want to enjoy the pleasure of all the goodness that is happening to me, but I have this gut thing that's like in my head that keeps pulling me back towards these old ways and old patterns of thinking. And like, I know that I am blessed. I know that I am safe. I know that I am secure and abundant and worthy. And so why, okay, it's just the world, don't forget, as a whole. I mean, the universe, not the world. The universe is working on this energy, okay? So, anyway, this was interesting. Like I said, we have 5 retrogrades. Yeah, more than 3 retrogrades, you can feel out of step with the world around you. Yeah. So, strongly devoted to finding your own unique path in life. That's a really good, during retrogrades. So, this whole thing, though, is to not repeat mistakes. It's interesting. Lots of people are talking about the fact that the last time all of the planets were lined up and the eclipses were happening in the exact same way that they are right now, 9/11 happened, and that was 19 years ago. So again, please do be prepared for, look at what we're experiencing, you guys. World-changing things. And 9/11 changed the way we travel hugely, and even have to communicate and relate to others. So be prepared. Capricorn, the Capricorn energy of July 5th eclipse, exact opposite of the United States sun sign, July 5th. This is also our Independence holiday weekend. So that Capricorn energy eclipse around July 5th is actually when this relatable energy to that 9/11 and other situations in the past, based around the 20s, ironically enough, starting 6/20/20 with the summer solstice. Again, summer yellow, reminding you to honor your solar plexus. We're going to be doing that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we're going to honor our solar plexus, then we're going to pull some cards. All right. We're going to take a deep breath, you guys. Sorry to abruptly do that. That's actually part of one of the planet's natures that I learned, to be able to just abruptly change directions like that. Gosh, I love learning. All right. So we're going to do a deep breath of 4-7-8 a second. We're going to adjust ourselves out of the astrology stuff. I think I'm going to take my robe off because I do tend to get hot once I start. Stop. All right, 4, 7, 8. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. And we're going to let that beautiful life force just swirl through our entire body for a count of 7. Out, down to your fingertips, down to your toes, and up and then out. Your crown chakra, like the 10,000 petal lotus that it is, opening up everything to the divine, releasing for a count of 8. All that no longer serves you. All right? So I'm going to take this deep breath process here, 4, 7, 8, and then I'm going to read through these affirmations and just go ahead and let my voice be your voice. You don't have to repeat these out loud, but then again, you can go so far as to pausing and writing down the ones that actually resonate with you. It's okay if they don't all resonate with you, but I do want you to know that if they don't resonate with you, if your tummy was like, ew, that's not me, actually, that might be a reason why it was stated, and it's something you need to actually work on. I'm just saying. I love you. Okay. In for a count of 4. I am confident in all that I do. I stand up for myself. I respect myself at all times. I choose health, healing, and happiness. I act with courage and strength. I am worthy. I deserve a wonderful life. I feel my own power. I'm so proud of all that I have accomplished. I'm so happy with my life. I'm so happy I get to keep going each day. The fire within me burns away any blocks and fears. I can do and have all that I desire. I release judgment and blame from myself and others. I am manifesting easily and gracefully. I am worthy. I am the essence of inner peace and confidence. I am aligning with my purpose more and more every day. I've got this. I have all that I need to accomplish my goals right here, right now. I am strong. I am brave. I am capable. I am strong. I am brave. I am capable. I celebrate expressing my power. I am Source, having a human experience. I am worthy. I can do anything. All right, my loves. Yes, yes. All right. I do want to also note that Mars will be entering Aries on the 28th, and there's anger. There's a lot of anger going on, and the Aries energy is going to be lingering actually for quite a long time, and with the solar plexus energy and the color of yellow, this is a perfect and beautiful place and way to get that under management. A good start is Like if you have digestion problems, I'm assuming you do, if this relatable anger problems, your solar plexus just needs to be balanced. Please, I personally love Pinterest as my search engine when it comes for things like this, just because it's very easily accessible information, really quick, and easy to learn and use information. If you want to choose like the picture to then dive into deeper information and learn more, that's up to you. But I don't know. Or Google it, whatever. Okay. I being thankful. Huge thing. Especially with this Chiron energy coming up. I believe it is in July. Is it the Chiron one? No. 23rd. It is. Thank you, Spirit, for on the 23rd of June, the Neptune energy, really good idea to help get through. It's beautiful. It's all beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But it's going to actually be a very dreamlike, very vivid dreams, very lots of clarity and psychic abilities opening up with starting the 23rd of June, 2020. But I just want you to be aware, a thankful journal, a joy journal, something like that. Ooh, King of Swords and the Sun at my split. That's beautiful. I'm going to put these together now. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Guy. Thank you, Source. What is the message that I can give my loves today? What is the message we need? I welcome you, and I'm so honored. Oh, my loves. Feeling left out in the cold. Actually, yesterday I was noticing that energy trying to make its appearance. Oh, my loves. What are we going through now? Or what did we go through? What did we go through? I like this, actually. Pentacles are, yes, it is a coin. It is of earth. It is can be of money. I personally like to call pentacles whatever your treasure is. But things of the earth, of the material world. Swords are your thoughts, your mind, your intellect, and your insight, which means the battle is over and the healing has begun. Ten of Swords, to me personally, is my acupuncture card. Yes, the Five of Pentacles can be considered being left out in the cold. But to me, what this just starting off looks like, oh, let's just take a look. Oh my Lord. And now we have wands too. Okay, first of all, I do note that there's no cups. So nobody is emotionally in pain right now. I want to state that. So wands are fire, your passion, your resources, your energy. But the magic within you is your power, however that resides with you. But your Ten of Swords is the acupuncture card because of the fact that you go within and you use your mental clarity and your strength. Ten of Swords, that's all the swords. That is completion. That is it. And to me, this looks like you have walked away from what is no longer serving you, what structures of religion and man-made possessions hold that perspective and that view. And even though you are feeling left out in the cold in your new perspective, and it might be a little lonely, and it doesn't feel like you have very much, damn it, you know the sun is rising, and it was not going to be dark forever, and you are healing. Like you took that brave leap into leaving and walking away. You may have found a friend along the way to help you in this journey. there are other, but the long and the short of it is, even if you aren't physically seen or with this person right now and you are feeling lonely, there are so many others doing the same thing. You are not alone in this journey that you are on, although it can be quite painful as you walk away from all that once was and what gave you comfort and love. And it's not that it is necessarily a bad thing, it's just this is not your journey anymore. It's just not. That is cold and unfulfilling and unnurturing to you. So you're moving on. And yeah, that really fucking hurts. It did. It did hurt. But you are using that situation. And yes, this is, oh my gosh, this is coordinates so much with what's going on astrologically. You don't even know. I love you, you guys. Oh, just give yourself a big hug, please. Hug that solar plexus, your tummy, right at your belly button. Yep, right in the center, right in the core, like the big yellow sun. Oh, I love it. You are wonderful, and I am proud of you. You are going to find that team of warriors that, oh yeah, look at this, you guys. Since we're talking June 2020, look at their face masks. Isn't that hilarious? I can't even. Tell me this doesn't give you the vibe of like what's going on in this world right now. 100% Five of Wands energy. Like battling. Oh wait, are we fighting each other? Wait, or are we standing up like with each other? Are we a posse? Are we in this together? Yes, we are, you guys. We need to stop. There is somebody, and I believe that it is you. Yes, see how they're kind of dark? Although she has a little bit of lightness about her. Maybe her feet are a little bit grounded. You know, these different people in your life have different ways of affecting your journey and your empowerment of self. Each person that you come across is coming at you in a different way, but it's not that you have to be identical or relatable 100% to them. It's that you learn to find that flow of working together. Slow and steady wins the race here with that energy. 100%. Don't just go in all willy-nilly. What do we got? All right, guys. It's all in your head. You are the King of Swords. You do have the mental... You gain it. You get it. You hang up the swords. Look, first you have the 10, and they're all stuck in you, right? Although I will note, you're not bleeding, you're not tattered, you're not broken, you're not bruised. You're going to probably finish your text and stand up and take these swords off of you and carry on. Like the rushy, stormy, rocky waters have cleared, all right? The sun is rising, you got shit to do. Get your crew, get on the move, all right? This might be you with some sleepless nights. You know, she's got her mascara on the bed. However, now we only have 9 swords as after we take them out and hang them up on our bedroom wall, trying to decorate our lives with the ways of our past. You know what I mean? Like, I like that she's trying to find herself again, like, and find the comforts of this material world. Although not starting off with too much, but you do see the beauty in what you have. So you took your swords, you hung them up on the wall as your reminder, but although like to have learned lessons. However, something is definitely keeping you up at night, and it's something about stepping into your power, taking hold. There's your 10th sword. I feel like we need to read out of my book for the 9 of Swords. The swords hang high above your head, and you're wide awake at night. You can't help You can't sleep as your mind is just consumed with anxiety, despair, and impending feeling of doom. Maybe you're going through something truly terrible, or maybe you've been building up an obstacle to be larger than it really is. Because this is the everything is fine card. So you don't have any blindfolds on. The only thing you're doing is your own face is in your hands. Sorry. Either way, it's okay to feel scared or anxious. Talk about it with someone that you trust and try to look to the future. Beautiful. Which the future we're looking towards is you taking that sword, the one sword that you need to gain your own power, your own insight and intellect, and connect to that compassionate, intelligent creature within you, your own. Again, in reference, what did I just write down right before? Pluto, transformation, Cancer, energy, home, family, security, stability, community, must feel safe, love, gentleness, nurturing, mothering, Mother Earth, divine feminine, honoring your emotions, all of them. Anger is a survival. It means, okay, I think this is what we're taming the anger here, which also, oh no, Saturn's energy could possibly be bringing this depression type of energy lurking in, like, or wanting to show its face, but it's not going to. You take control, don't worry. The king is truly intelligent and deeply concerned with truth, ethics, and honesty. The king brings with them a certain authority. They may be a role model in your life. They are wise and seek to be righteous and fair in all that they do. However, they are so concerned with knowledge and solving problems efficiently. Yes, this is the energy of the universe right now. Wow. They may lack some tenderness and compassion in dealing with personal issues. If the king is you, step up and utilize your intelligence and problem-solving skills where they are needed. Strong leadership may be asked of you. Very interesting. All right. Can I get one last final card? Oh my gosh. Money, money, money. Money. I love it. There you go, guys. Get your wits about you. Money's going to start rolling in. And again, we went from 5 to the 6. You went from this to that in one step. This healing, this getting your wits about you. That's very amazing. Do you want to read the 5 of Wands? Their wands raised high. This girl gang is engaged in battle, ready to defend their position and fight one another. It could just be friendly competition, or it could get ugly. But either way, it'll be exhausting. Competition is fierce, and the obstacles are many. Oh, sure. Don't get all caught up in that. That's over. You're walking away from the competition aspect that once was. You're no longer, like, look, you're not going to be doing that anymore, and you don't even care. This energy is not important to you at all anymore. That's what's keeping you up at night. Is that what you want? No. You're going to step into this. No more of this. This is what you're stepping into in order to achieve a windfall. Like, you are going to be receiving money. You are going to be, I feel like, receiving so much money that you can give money away. But let's read the 6 of Pentacles to close off this beautiful message of hope. Holy crap. It's all about money. Maybe you've had a stream of good luck and you're rolling in it and relishing this newfound wealth. Be generous, but also be careful not to fall into bad spending habits. Or maybe you're struggling and dependent on others for your revenue right now. You should see a good windfall soon, so use it wisely. Either way, be conscious of your attitude towards money, and be wary you're not supporting mentally unhealthy habits. Now, this is the energy that you are stepping into. Beautiful. It's cleared. It's not going to be cold or dark anymore. Clear skies. Beautiful. That is very wonderful. Oh, wow. Yes, you guys, look. I love this. I love tarot. Very beautiful, solid foundation you're about to build. Very solid. All right. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? All right, no more. What are we at? Oh my gosh. Let's see. We didn't read very much yesterday from Rob Bell, but it was just a really potent enough reading. So, yep, we are in chapter 3, Hell, page 83. Now, on to the passages that seem to be talking about hell, but don't mention it specifically. Let's start with the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, the poster cities for deviant, sinful, run amok. Interesting. The world seems kind of like Sodom and Gomorrah right now. In Genesis 19, we read that the city of Sodom was so lost in its way, the outcry to the Lord against its people is so great that burning sulfur rains down from the heavens, destroying all those living in the cities and also the vegetation in the land. Early the next morning, Abraham looked down to Sodom and Gomorrah, and he saw dense smoke rising from the land like smoke from a furnace. And so for thousands of years, the words Sodom and Gomorrah has served as a warning, an ominous sign of just what happens when God decides to judge swiftly and decisively. But this isn't the last we read of Sodom and Gomorrah. The prophet Ezekiel had a series of visions in which God shows him what's coming, including the promise that God will restore the fortunes of Sodom and her daughters, and they will return to what they were before. In chapter 16. Restore the fortunes of Sodom? The story isn't over for Sodom and Gomorrah? What appeared to be final, forever smoldering, smoking verdict regarding their destiny wasn't? What appeared to be over isn't. Ezekiel says that where there was destruction, there will be restoration. Restore. I love it. But that still isn't the last we hear of these two cities. As Jesus travels from village to village in Galilee, calling people to see things in a whole new way, he encounters great resistance in some areas, especially among the more religious and devout. In Matthew 10, he warns the people living in the village of Capernaum, it will be more bearable for Sodom and Gomorrah on the day of judgment than for you. More bearable for Sodom and Gomorrah? He tells highly committed, pious religious people that it will be better for Sodom and Gomorrah than them on Judgment Day. There's still hope? And if there's still hope for Sodom and Gomorrah, what does that say about all the other Sodoms and Gomorrahs? And that is the message for the day, my loves. Be blessed. May you communicate with compassion in all that you do, and then you can watch joy just flood your life.